Hello students, how are you all? So welcome to online classes. In the last session, we have completed Heisenberg uncertainty principle. In this session, I am going to discuss important features of quantum mechanical model. Important features of quantum mechanical model of an atom. Quantum mechanical model of an atom. Quantum mechanics was developed by Heisenberg and Erwin Schrödinger. So this concept gives it is the concept of moving electron in 3D space, especially quantum mechanics developed by Heisenberg and Erwin Schrödinger. Independently, especially. It explains the 3D concept of moving electron. It explains the 3D concept of moving electron, especially. Now, Erwin Schrödinger have given equation to know the total energy of an electron while moving the electron, especially. So the fundamental equation was given by the fundamental equation of quantum mechanics given by Erwin Schrödinger. That's why he got Nobel Prize in 1933 for this quantum mechanical model and his equation. He got the Nobel Prize. Quantum mechanics, I told you in the beginning itself, before de Broglie's, the science which deals with the study of the microscopic object moving with the high velocity, called quantum mechanics. It was developed by Heisenberg and Schrödinger. So this equation is based on de Broglie's and Heisenberg concepts especially. For a system, it means an atom or a molecule whose energy does not change with time. For that system, the equation is expressed as, for a system that is an atom or molecule whose energy does not change with time. That is the system. For a system, the equation is written as the equation is the mathematical equation, Schrödinger wave equation is wave equation, time independent, whose energy does not change with the time. That's why time independent. So as per this, the equation is dou square psi by dou x square s plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by h square into e minus v into psi, that is equal to 0. This is the equation given by Schrodinger after many derivations. Actually, this is not given in the textbook, even in the material also. They gave a simple expression, that is E psi equal to H psi given. How to get that expression? We will observe by this equation. Now, it is dou. Dou means a partial derivative. Partial derivative. Next, x, y, z are Cartesian coordinates. Cartesian coordinate. It means coordinate axis. Coordinate axis. X axis, y axis, z axis. Next, m equal to mass of electron and h equal to Planck's constant. You know already Planck's constant. E equal to total energy, that is E means total energy. V means potential energy, that is psi means, that is indicated as a psi, that indicates wave function. What is that? Wave function. So these are the terms present in which one, that is Schrodinger wave equation. Psi indicates wave function. In this especially, so I can separate the dou square by dou x square, dou square by dou y square, dou square by dou z square. So that will be considered as a mathematical operator called Laplacian operator. Dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. This is indicated by Laplacian operator. Laplacian operator. It is mathematical operator. Mathematical operator. Right? In place of that term, you can keep this also. Finally, you get so dou square. So by this, you can keep this Laplacian operator, that is square into psi plus 8 pi square m by h square e minus v into psi. That's okay, students. Next, after this, from this expression, this is the equation given by Schrodinger after many derivations. Don't expect how to get this expression. Clear? So this is after many derivations he gave. In your higher classes you can learn. So now this is, so this will be shifted to right side. Finally this term. So dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square, it is equal to minus 8 pi square m by h square into e psi. This is e psi minus v psi. E psi into minus v psi. I separated like that. Then this is minus, it is plus. So again multiply with minus, it is minus, it becomes plus. For our convenience I am taking like that. So I would like to take it as minus, this is plus. Multiply with minus on both sides for our convenience. So this becomes minus, it becomes plus. So finally E psi minus V psi, it is equal to minus h square by 8 pi square m. If I shift this term to here, plus becomes minus, h square shifted to numerator, 8 pi square m shifted to denominator. So that is equal to, finally already there is a minus, dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square. This is the expression you will get if you change it. Then, so finally, if you shift this v psi also, So V psi will be shifted there, it becomes plus V psi. It becomes plus V psi. Then it will be considered as E psi is equal to minus h square by 8 pi square m into dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square. Right? It can be simplified as psi is a common term in this 3 as well as here. That's why psi will be neglected into. So it becomes plus v into psi. Psi into v becomes v psi. Psi into this term, dou square psi, dou square psi, dou square psi. You will get like that. So finally this is the expression we will get. So from Schrodinger wave equation. So in this case, it will be written as, yeah, E psi is equal to h psi x. This is the psi, and this whole box will be taken as Hamiltonian operator, h psi x. This total whole box is taken as, this box considered as Hamiltonian operator. The last term is a sign. Clear it? The box is indicated as H operator, Hamiltonian operator. It is also a mathematical operator. E indicates total energy, and H also indicates energy, that is, it means total energy operators. This is called total energy operator. Total energy operator, which represents, now you just observe here, E is total energy and this is potential energy and this term is kinetic energy. E is total energy and next one is minus h square by, kinetic energy is equal to minus h square by 8 pi square m dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. This is kinetic energy. Next, potential energy is, V is potential energy. Total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. That's why H is named as Hamiltonian operator, also called as total energy operator. Understood or not? That represents the total energy. That's why named as total energy operators. Now the important one is psi. Psi indicates wave function. It is one of the mathematical function which depends on n, l, m, nothing but quantum numbers. It gives the information about the electron in a three-dimensional space. We will study about psi value, that is important for our objective exams. Now, psi. Psi indicates wave function. Right. Psi. So this is wave function. It indicates wave function. Now, it is mathematical function. Mathematical function. Right? It depends on n, l, m quantum numbers. Quantum numbers. N means principal quantum number, L means azimuthal quantum number, M means magnetic quantum numbers. So we'll study about quantum numbers in our next video. Next, it gives information about electrons. It gives information about an electron in a three-dimensional space. It's having a positive value or a negative value. For example, this is a wave, right? This is positive, negative, positive, negative. It has positive or negative values. Positive or negative values. Psi indicates wave function which is expressed in terms of x-axis, y-axis and z-axis point. Now, wave function may be regarded as psi. It means wave function may be or regarded as, represents nothing but regarded as amplitude function. Amplitude function which expressed in terms of XYZ axis, XYZ axis, XYZ direction, nothing but. So psi value may be positive or negative. So the probability must be psi may be positive or negative in some regions, but probability is always positive. It means the presence of finding an electron is always positive, but it should not be negative. That's why psi square is taken in favor of psi to make it positive value. So psi square must be taken. If it is a positive, no problem. If it is negative, negative into negative, it means squaring, then it becomes positive. So psi square is taken in favor of which one? Psi. So that's why psi is considered as psi square to get positive values only. Correct? If psi square value, psi square indicates orbital. Very, very important, students. That's why I have discussed this topic. Orbital, psi square indicates. It means where the probability of finding an electron is maximum around the 3D space of nucleus called orbital. You know the definition already. If psi square value more, maximum possible. Psi square value less, minimum probability of finding an electron. Large value of psi square. Large value of psi square means large probability or a maximum probability, high probability of finding an electron. High probability of finding an electron. Finding an electron around the nucleus. If small value of psi square means low probability of finding an electron. Low probability of finding. Psi square value increases, maximum probability. Psi square value decreases, minimum probability. If maximum probability, that is called orbital. If probability minimum means 0, that is called node. N-O-D-E. Understood? So that's why we have discussed this topic. Now, what is the significance of psi square? Significance of psi square. significance of psi square. It indicates which one that is orbital, but it indicates orbital. Very good. So the probability of finding an electron around the 3D space is maximum. That area is called which one? Orbital. Where the probability of finding an electron, where the probability of finding an electron around, finding an electron is maximum around, maximum, it means 95% above, maximum around 3D space, around 3D space of nucleus called orbital. Around nucleus is called orbital. So psi square represents orbitals. You know the orbital definition, I have it. Now, characteristics of psi, very very important. Characteristics of psi. Psi is a mathematical function. Psi value must be finite, must be limited. Psi value must be continuous, psi must be continuous. Psi must be normalized. Psi has no physical meaning because it is a mathematical function. Psi value is same at any point. So these are all characteristics of psi. First one, psi must be finite. Psi must be continuous. It means it is indicating a wave function. It means it should be continuous, like this. Continuous. Psi value must be same. Psi value must be same at any point. At any point. For example, this is the wave and it has a wave function, nothing but amplitude. If I calculate at any point, the function or the psi value must be same. Next, psi value is normalized. So it is a mathematical word, normalized. Psi can be derived. Psi can be derived. It means it will be psi value can be differentiable. Psi value can be differentiable. It means dou square psi by partial derivative on differentiation we got that. That's what differentiable. Next, psi value depends upon x, y, z coordinates. Psi value depends on x, y, z coordinate axis. Coordinate axis. Okay. Psi has no physical meaning. Psi has no physical meaning. Psi has no physical meaning. And it is a mathematical function, so that's why there is no physical meaning. Therefore we can use, therefore psi square we have used, that is maximum, named as orbital. Psi square value is maximum, that is called orbital. Psi square value is minimum. Minimum means if it is equal to 0, that is called node. Very very good. Where the probability of finding an electron is 0, that is called node. Where the probability of finding an electron is greater than 95% or maximum, that is called orbital. Now we should know the differences between orbit and orbital. differences between orbit and orbital. So first one orbit, second one is orbital. You know already, orbit means electron revolve around the nucleus in a circular path called orbit, where the probability of finding an electron is maximum around the 3D space of nucleus called orbital. Now first point is, electron revolve around nucleus in a circular path called orbits. So, where the probability of finding an electron is maximum in 3D space around nucleus called orbital. It is probability of where the possibility of presence of electron around the nucleus is maximum. That area is called electron revolve around the nucleus now in this direction, here and here and here and there and here. So if it is a maximum space around the nucleus in 3D direction, that is called orbital. Next. So generally these are circular paths or elliptical path. Circular or elliptical. Circular or elliptical. Right? But here orbitals have definite shape. It means the probability of finding an electron in a particular shape, except s orbital. So s orbital, spherical shape, spherical. P orbital, dumbbell. D orbital, double dumbbell. F orbital has no shape. Next, third point. Maximum number of electrons possible in an orbit, it is equal to 2n square, where n equal to number of in first orbit 2 into 1 square, that is 2 electrons. In second orbit 2 into 2 square, 2 square means 2 to 4 into 2, 8 electrons in second orbit. 2s2, 2p6, 8 electrons, like that. Next, maximum number of electrons accommodate in one orbital are 2. Only 2 electrons can accommodate in any orbital. Clear it is? Next point. Orbitals are non-directional. So it is orbits are non-directional. Here orbitals are directional. It means px orbital, py orbital, pz orbital, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square minus y square, dz square, because of their directions. Except s orbital. Except s orbital. Okay. So except here we should not write this. All are having the shapes spherical like that. But here exception only for s orbital. There is no direction, it is in all directions especially. Next point is, orbit gives a definite path. Orbit gives definite path. It does not give definite path. It doesn't give definite path. It means it shows only the maximum possibility. It gives a definite path. It's against Heisenberg concept. It means Heisenberg uncertainty principle. But so it is according with uncertainty principle. According with uncertainty principle. Uncertainty principle. Okay. Next. So orbit is a planar. It considers the motion of electron in a plane. It considers the motion of electron in a plane, right? But orbital, it gives the 3D motion of electron in the. It gives 3D motion of electron around the nucleus. Gives a motion of electron in a circular path. It is a three-dimensional, x direction, y direction as well as z direction. These are all differences between which one and which one? Orbit and orbital. Orbital indicates psi square. Psi square is nothing but maximum probability of finding an electron, which is obtained from a psi value. Psi means amplitude function, indicated as a wave function. This is the psi which is taken from Schrodinger wave equation. E psi equal to h psi. H is Hamiltonian operator. To get this, I gave the initial Schrodinger wave equation, which was given by Erwin Schrodinger. He got Nobel Prize in 1922. Clear? So in our next topic, we'll discuss quantum numbers, which are derived based on Schrodinger wave equation experimentally by many derivations. We'll discuss quantum numbers in our next video.